Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius August 29, 2022. Today's transits encourage self-expression, progress, and constructive change. The moon is in your sign all day, bringing emotions to the surface. With today's Sun-Venus minor challenge, part of you wants to keep things light and airy, while the other side is taking things a little more seriously. This can lead to indecision or perhaps tense interactions, with misunderstandings more likely than usual. However, the vague discontent you may feel due to all of this is temporary, and from it, you may very well discover new ideas or interests. Today's energy of the planetary aspect is wonderful for giving you a feeling of deep security concerning a meaningful relationship. This is a time to whisper sweet nothings, talk about times gone by, and look forward to what you can both share in the future. It is a good time to reaffirm how you feel and to treat each other with extra gentleness. Set your standards. The moon is glowing in your sign, encouraging you to live up to the expectations you have set for yourself. You may feel empowered by the lunation as you rise to embody your highest form of professional excellence. Since the moon opposes Venus in Leo, you could even be more direct about your expectations for working relationships as well. No more being taken for granted or bulldozed. The opposition is your time to have necessary conversations to reinforce the value of your standards within your professional commitments. Even without the moon's return to your income sector tomorrow, and this will create Mars' last full day in your work sector, was going to put the focus on the income side of the financial fence. While this is more a long-term strategy, with Mars able to create the kind of momentum that will create long-term income potential, with an upcoming full moon in your income sector you might not have to wait too long. Keeping a cool head is important. Problems you encounter seem impossible to solve. Don't ignore the possibility of adopting a totally new approach. Calmly accept advice and help from your coworkers or those with some experience of your situation. You'll be expected to demonstrate more flexibility than normal. Your gang needs some fresh energy, and you know how to make it happen. Rewire your network just enough to get you all out of the deadlock. If you feel your romantic life needs reevaluating, make an assessment of your personal life and understand what is positive, unique, and desirable about you, also what you want and why from a relationship. In this way you can create a sure and positive impression when you first meet others that they can respect. It's important to your wellness to pay attention to your subconscious. There is a lot that goes on under the surface, and you'd rather know about it than not know about it, right? One way to keep abreast of your unconscious fears and desires is to keep a dream journal. This is easier than it sounds if you've never kept a journal before. Simply carve out 5 to 10 minutes every morning and sketch your dream while you have breakfast. Insights will arise. Any fears you have concerning financial security may become pronounced on this day. The effects of this vibration can emphasize your need for a sense of solidity, and if there has been any upheaval in your life lately, it'll be harder to handle it. Strive to keep things in perspective. Chances are you've been through similar transitions and made it through fine. Remind yourself of this. You can make it through again. Just put your best efforts forward and everything else will fall into place. As the moon leaves Virgo, this will leave you with your instincts sharp and with perfect timing. These monthly visits are always a valuable chance to check in, both with your own inner voice and the ever-changing cosmic conditions, while leaving you more emotionally and intuitively engaged. With 5 planets changing signs in the first 3 weeks of April, there is a lot of change. One of the biggest changes happens today, ensuring you are emotionally and intuitively engaged as Mars shifts his focus from work and job matters and onto your relationships. 9 days after Venus, the planet of love not only returned to your relationship sector, but just as the stars were starting to align, she is joined by Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos today. Mars returns to find a dream team of planets already assembled, but with the passion, drive, and determination to start capitalizing on this. Our eyes in the sky. The Leo moon soars through the sky this morning, amping up our charm and intuition. We should all be feeling a little pep in our step, and our minds will be very active. Leo energy can be a bit overstimulating for some, so be sure to check in with your breath throughout the day and take a time out when you need one. The stars shine brightly in the communication realm as the moon opposes Mercury this morning. This aspect helps us feel confident in our knowledge and achievements and ready to share information with the world. Your social media accounts will be on fire, so be sure to post a flattering pic. Communication will be at a peak all day, which could cause some burnout as we near the evening. A gentle connection between Uranus and the moon could cause a little bit of mental wonkiness, but we'll still feel driven to chat with others and check social media. Do yourself a favor and unplug sometime after nightfall. If the social media activity, texting and general chattiness goes too late into the evening, you might end up with a touch of insomnia. That beautiful brain of yours will still be active and hungry for information, though, so put on a nature documentary before bed to help lull you to sleep. The cosmic weather is quiet today until afternoon, when the moon opposes Mercury in Virgo, provoking irrational thought. We are especially sensitive as the moon transits Leo. Certain ideas make sense to us on a conceptual level that we have trouble expressing logically. But that won't stop us from trying. The problem is that when we attempt to communicate our sentiments, we polarize our feeling state and our intellect. This can lead to unease, confusion, or analysis paralysis, as we mix up facts and potential fiction. Our interactions with others get scrambled. We become frustrated that our conversation partner doesn't get what we're trying to say. We will be much better off processing our thoughts through a creative medium now. By sharing our feelings through music or writing, our ideas remain open to interpretation. Others can then connect with us emotionally by bearing witness instead of sharing a reciprocal dialogue. In the evening, the moon sextiles Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprises. Too much weight today has been placed on trying to rationalize our circumstances. At this time, something happens to shock us out of this expectation. We realize that we have been taking things too seriously, that life is baffling, and that we should enjoy the ride. Our intuition and instincts harmonize. We come to sudden realizations that reshape how we relate with others. We could also learn new information, receive unexpected news, or experience a synchronicity that bears special significance. The stress of the day rolls off our backs as we throw up our hands and submit to the universe's grand plan.